first grade here at Ames at Sawyer Elementary School. Every day I get to wake up and spend my entire day with 23 energetic and amazing little friends that just are incredible to me and very energetic all the time. Tonight I represent the Ames Education Association, and we would just like to thank all of the candidates for taking the time to be here. Ames Community Schools has a long history of good working relations with the Ames Education Association in regard to contract settlements, teacher leadership roles, and seats on varying committees. As a member of the school board, how would you engage the Education Association to be an equal partner in making our schools better?
Thanks everybody for the question, and then also your work in the school district. I spent quite a bit of time talking with staff at all different levels of the school district on what they're doing in the classroom and how I as a board member and us as a group can help them do their job easier. I meet with principals typically on at least a monthly basis, as well as our administration team weekly, to figure out how we can get things accomplished. I'm very proud of the communication we have. I think the settlements between the association and the school district have been very positive, primarily because Dr. Taylor takes the lead in that negotiation process, and Eileen Sullivan does a wonderful job of finding resolution. So we have some challenges ahead. The nice thing is we reported last night that we had a level enrollment for this coming year. So there will be some issues we'll have to tackle this next coming year, but again, very proud of what we've done, and our teachers are wonderful, and it's great to see you here.
Well, I want to thank you first, because I know my children are tired, so you must be exhausted. So thank you to you and any other teacher who is out in this room. So, I think being engaged in the community and having those conversations and those connections with our educators is very important. They are the frontline deliverers of our education, and we all want the same thing, and that's for our kids to grow and learn and to become excellent students, or be excellent students, but to really be prepared when they leave our system, whether it's at a younger age or hopefully when they graduate, when they're graduating from Ames High School. So I think it's a matter of being engaged, having those open lines of communication, having connections with those educators throughout levels, all levels, to be able to have those conversations and identify what are the needs, what are the ways that the board can support you, knowing that we are all working towards achieving the same thing. So thank you.
Thank you for being here. Second grade, right?
First grade.
First grade. Oh, boy. I remember my son being in first grade. Yes, thank you very much for taking your time tonight when you could be home relaxing. The approach that the Ames School Board pretty much has in the past been quite open, and I think we should be continuing that. It's something that's very, very important, whether it's principals, other staff in the district, but most importantly teachers, so that the board has a clear understanding of what the issues are, what the needs are directly in the classroom for our students. That's the best source for us to make sometimes the hard decisions of looking at reallocation of resources. So that's something that has to be definitely a open door, but also needs to be something that the teachers feel comfortable contacting a school board member or with concern that they get hold in confidence. I think that's because they're also citizens and voters in the community, and I think that's something that they can hold onto as a privilege, and not be afraid to be able to contact a school board member in confidence and be able to express a concern.
I personally just want to say extremely thank you. I understand your day probably is not going to end for about another 5 hours if you're like my wife. What can we do to help you? I think a lot of that comes back to just let us know what the needs are as instructors in our district and in our classrooms. If there's something that you need resource, don't be afraid to ask the question. Let your principals know, but don't be afraid to come to the board either, and let us know too, because if we don't know that it's needed, we certainly can't try and make it work for you. And also, I would say something that would be a benefit is don't be afraid to extend an invitation for us to come volunteer in your room. I think by the very nature of what we're doing, we're volunteering. I'm pretty sure we don't earn a paycheck. So I've had a couple of invitations in the last 4 years to go directly to a classroom and see what's going on in 5th grade as well as in early kindergarten or pre-K. And I'll tell you that those have been very fun days for me, especially given the fact that what I do professionally, I don't always get to see the positive side in life. So thank you.
Again, yeah, thank you for all the work that you've done. I really do know what you go through. I read to first graders and young professionals at Ames, and just seeing them and the questions they ask me is just outstanding. It's fun. But I think the big thing is just communication. Communication, just knowing your teachers. Being in Ames for as long as some of these people have, it's easy to come up to people and talk to them. I've got many teachers about every school that are friends of ours. So we see them outside socially. We hang out with them socially. So a lot of the issues that you see and you've seen and throughout the years we've seen and we've heard of. And I think it's great that what you're doing. Thank you.